Okay, so this is affiliate training part number 3. So now we're going to talk about the promotion of affiliates. So now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the flow, the funnel, the process. Before I was talking a lot about mindset. So now we're going to talk about actual practical things that you can do and apply. So you can see how to use this affiliate thing. So for context, we are using this content to, obviously train our team, remember for myself, and also anybody who wants to learn about affiliates, which are other people promoting on your behalf so you don't have to. It's really a way so we can mitigate our ad costs. So, for an example, we spend about $1 million a year or so on ads. And so we want to spend more, but we don't want to spend more on a platform specifically. We'd much rather, quote unquote, crowdfund from the people that we like, other people. So basically think about it like you have a Walmart in your area or you have a mom and pop. Would you rather support your mom and pop in your area knowing that the finances are going to kind of stay in your community? Well, yeah, right? And that's kind of what we're doing. We're supporting the small business rather than supporting the big guy. And so what we're going to talk about right now is we are going to go into basically, I'm going to share my screen here and I'm going to talk you through how to get promote affiliates to start promoting because this is the hardest part. This is the hardest part, getting affiliates to promote. So there's really 3 stages of promotion. Number one is the recruitment promotion, meaning you need to have an event to recruit affiliates. So you put on an event, and really, affiliates is all about events. If you really think about it, it's all about events. Okay, and so you need to put on, an affiliate recruitment process. I'll show you one that worked really, really well. Is Alex Hormozzi's school, or in this case, he did. I looked it up. The school games, they changed it to schoolers now. But what they did was once a quarter is they push everybody to this community, 173,000 people. They push everybody to this particular training here. And what, not necessarily a training, but it's a community event, it's a challenge, and it's a recruitment event. So they're recruiting affiliates. So everyone in here are diehard community fans, meaning they are school fans, meaning they are probably 173,000 affiliates in there too. And so that's what the kind of goal is. And the reason why I know that is because the only way you can join a group is to create a community. And if you create a community, that means that you have to pay per month for school. So for an example, if you are in a school community, right? In this community specifically, you're probably paying $9 to $100 a month. And that one little action right there has created the movement where Alex Ramosi, I'll talk about it quickly to go down here, to tell you, he said school went from 83,000 users a month to 770,000 users a month. That's massive change, massive, massive change. He added the school games and added 1 million users to 15 million users in 18 months using this affiliate process. Okay. And so there's other examples, but I just wanted to share with you. His process was recruiting these affiliates, which is sending them there, and then getting them activated, which is the school games. The school games is an activation event, it's an event to get the affiliates to start promoting. And that's what's very, very important. Okay. And then what you have to do is you have to create what they call an integration, an affiliate integration, right? And so these are the 3 promotions that you have to essentially think through when you're thinking through affiliates. Like if you miss this, you're gonna miss all of affiliates all entirely. And I've seen this time and time again. How you do this will determine how your affiliate program works. And I've studied enough on affiliate programs to know this. I've been affiliate of some of the greatest launches. And one thing I can tell you from being an affiliate and trying to create our own affiliate program is how you set up your promotions, meaning how you recruit affiliates, how you get them activated, and how you get them integrated makes all the difference for the future. Okay. And so you want to do this really, really well. You want to have a recruitment event, you want to have an activation event, and you want to have an integrations event. So the recruitment event is typically, I'll talk to you through how to recruit some affiliates, and then the activation event is typically always going to be the same format. It's going to be typically like a live training or a group training together where you bring everybody together, you do this group training, and you just share in the spoils when you do an offer at the end. It's typically how it always works. It's a live cast launch. If you want me to showcase that live cast launch or that launch process, just put in the comments launch, and we'll either give you the training or whatever that looks like. I mean, we've done multiple $1 million with a Graziosi calls it the live cast launch. We've done multiple millions of dollars with it. And right now, at the time of this training right now, we are on pace to hopefully do a multi six-figure day cash collected day. So meaning like collecting over $100,000+ in one day from a single event using this process. And hopefully, if we do this right, it'll be, close north of $250,000 cash collected in less than 2 weeks from one promotion. Okay. And so without ads. And then you have to get these affiliates integrated into your platform to some degree, right? And so what this thing does is it does that. It creates this insider community where people can go in there and they can integrate into the platform, right? How they can ask questions and stuff like that. The integration makes it really easy that way. Okay. And so the hardest part of affiliates is getting them to follow through. That's the hardest thing, which is why the activation of pen is important. Like you can get a ton of affiliates. You can get 100,000 people to say, yes, I want to promote for you, but you probably get like 100 people to promote for you if you don't do this right, if you don't do an activation event. That's why it's so critical. Okay. Just because someone agrees doesn't mean they're going to promote. You have to obsess about following to get them to promote. And so, really, an affiliate promotion follow-up sequence could kind of be like this. You reach out to those affiliates that you have for in beginning. You set up their own, you can help them if they're like really good affiliates. You can help them set up their own affiliate event, meaning schedule training and then you help them promote to their list for your presentation or your opportunity. In this case, I'm talking to our team. If they send them to our webinar, we can have a specific webinar for their audience specifically so that way it's, targeted to their audience. Okay. And so the idea here, the basic level, right? Initial reminder, hey, here we go. If you think about it, it's just reminders. It's just reminders. It's nothing too crazy. You don't have to come up with like fancy stuff. Just just be in front of it. Okay. So, hey, we're still good. Great. Have any questions? Da da da. You're sending the free to your list in 2 days. You need anything? This is just kind of following up with the people that said, okay, cool. This is what we're doing. And then this is me. Like, for an example, I told someone, hey, I want you to promote, right, our program. And they're like, okay, cool. And so they did, right? They promote our program, but they don't know when to send it. They don't know when to do the things. So you kind of have to handhold them the whole way through. And it's okay. Even if they do know how and they're an expert, they appreciate that white glove experience you're giving them. Okay. And so boom, 24 hours, you're literally just, okay, cool, let's get it going. All right. And then post-product promotion. Now, the reason why I'm not talking about promotion specifically, because that's a whole other training entirely, like an activation event or recruitment event are different entirely events. Like they're totally different events. If you want me to do a training on it, I totally could. Just put in the comment. You can put in the comments like what is it? I don't know. You can put something in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you do want me to do a recruitment, activation, and integration event. If you do, that's cool. But the promotion itself, how you do these promotions are crazy important. Now, what happens after, this is more like the evergreen. This is how you get them keep promoting over and over and over, is you get them to promote an evergreen affiliate. So for an example, I'll give you an example. We had a person come in and she became an affiliate. And so what we did after we do an activation event with her, so meaning we recruited her, we set up an event for her, and we said, okay, we're going to push all your audience this one particular event. And when they close, we're going to give you the cash, da da da. And then we say, okay, now if you want, we can put our link or your, affiliate link on your page where people come and find you. And now what could happen is whenever they hit your page and they want to see our training, they will go through your link, which means it will track back to you. And so that literally means you don't have to work anymore because we would do all the heavy lifting. You just have to have the link there and you keep growing your business as you will. Okay. And that's what you do. And you get them to promote again. So we had the same person promote twice. We had them come back and say, okay, cool, let's let lightning strike twice here. And then we asked them, who else do you know? This is very important. Most people don't do this, but you have to ask for more affiliates. Affiliates know affiliates. Okay. So if you can make the money, call them, get them excited about how much money you made them immediately. This is positive reinforcement quickly. So the more positive present reinforcement you can provide, the more you will change the behavior of the person. Think about like the whole purpose of marketing is behavioral change. And so my goal or your goal in this case is to change the behavior of that person. They don't know what's happening and that's okay. Some people know what's happening and that's great for them because if they're a student of the game, they appreciate it. And if they don't know what's going on, that's okay. You're not here to, you're just here to help to facilitate them. Okay. And so as soon as they make money or as soon as they get the win with you, what you want to do is immediately reinforce positive reinforcement. So recently, what we did was we had an in-person event and all of our team did gangbusters. And so we did a positive, um, reinforcement immediately, positive reinforcement immediately. Time sensitive. The longer it takes for you to reinforce a good habit, the less likely that habit is to anchor in. So you want to almost change your habits by reinforcing them quickly. Okay. Ask them about future. Go through this process. Ask them they'd be open to put in their fulfillment. This is very important because I met a company called Prime Corporate Services, and all they do is they put their lead magnet, meaning they put their stuff into someone else's fulfillment. So, for an example, this Prime Corporate Services company, all they did to go from zero to $100 million a year is they went to every high ticket coaching program and they said, hey, you're teaching everybody how to market, how to sell, but you're not teaching them about financing. I will give you my course that I charge for, and you could just put it into your course at no cost, and I will set up their LLCs for them. And just like that, boom, 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 calls, because they embedded themselves into someone else's program. That's what you call an evergreen affiliate. Okay. That is crazy, by the way. If you can figure this process out, oh my gosh, you're gonna crush. Okay. So this is actually a really good idea. We should be using this for our company. Okay. But there you go. Found another one. And then get them to refer two more second tier affiliates. Now, you don't have to do this because second tier affiliates is like if I refer you and you refer someone, I get paid too. I get a override. It's kind of like insurance. Like if I recruit someone to sell insurance and then they recruit someone to the first person that got the person to recruit gets the payout as well. They don't get a big chunk, but they do get a chunk. And that's an awesome way to grow a business. MLMs are just like this, and so are insurance companies. That's why they work. And if you don't make the money, call them, tell them how close you were, like reinforce they made a good decision, still give them all positive all these things. You want to still they would have made money. Um, and then ask them, would you be completely against promoting again? You want them to not say, you want them to say no, right? In this case, you're inviting the no in advance, and the no actually means yes. Would you be completely against promoting again? No, I wouldn't, which means yes. Okay. So would you like to promote again? Well, obviously, if you didn't make money, I'm going to say no. So I already know that the no is coming. Oh my gosh, I just tongue twist. Okay. Get them commit to a hard deadline. If they're still pumped, see if we can put that in their bonus, in their fulfillment. Again, this is just after a promotion. This is after an activation event. Okay. And so the affiliate flywheel will go like this. Potential affiliates at the top. You reach out to them, get them agree, an introduction, get their account swipes, all that stuff set up. Now you can do this automated. In fact, our team, if you're listening to this, then you need to have this automated because We probably won't do a call. We'll probably do video number one, send them to a page, and then as soon as they fill out their form to become an affiliate, then it automatically creates their account and gives them the swipe files, right? Then you can follow up and ensure they're going to start promoting. Once they do this, this part can be automated right here through a video sales letter to introduce them the opportunity. And then on the thank you page, you can give them all their account details, which is their links to promote, and their swipe files, their graphics, all that good stuff, the leaderboard if you have one. And then you get them, again, to refer. Okay, so now let's jump into the numbers. So this is kind of how this works. Your daily triage list or your daily like go through list is you want to move existing affiliates as long as much as you can in the pipeline. So follow up, promotion, stuff like that, finding new affiliates, getting as many as you can to send to that page. Now, in this case, we're talking about a call if you're still small. Now, if you're bigger, or you're talking to a bigger affiliate, this is exactly what you want to do. You want to go to the big affiliates like this. You don't want to send them to a page because the big affiliates won't go to a page. You just want to keep doing that. Okay. And this is kind of like your daily ops. Now, this doesn't have to be you. It could be someone we hire, someone that's dedicated to doing this for less than what it costs you to do this. Could be. You just have to give them the exactly what to do. So you want to write down how many affiliates you reached out to today. How many did you get on the phone? How many agreed to promote? How many affiliates actually promoted? Or how many events did you set up? How many potential leads do we have, right? That's kind of the idea. How many affiliates did you talk to? How many did you set up an event with? How many events have been completed, right? How many leads in XYZ? And so you want to beat your record every single day. This is kind of like an appointment setting funnel. Like in the appointment setters, I'm like, how many leads you got? How many appointments did you set? Or how many calls did you make? How many appointments did you set? How many calls showed up? How many of those calls were qualified? It's the exact same thing every day on this thing. It's the exact same thing every single time. Okay. In affiliates, it's not like anything different from regular advertising. It's a numbers game and follow up. Most um, people reach out to a handful of people and expect to get results. You have to reach out to a ton before you get the results. As per everything in marketing, you have to do a lot more than you think you have to. Okay. If you treat affiliate game like most people treat the outbound prospecting game, you will win. So you want to treat this as outbound, meaning tons and tons and tons of volume because it's a volume game. And so what we've found, or at least me looking at other affiliate programs, is Hermosi did, let's say, okay, Hermosi's numbers were crazy though. So, and I look back at Dean Graciosi's numbers as well. He had I think he had over 1 million people or 200,000 people register from an affiliate. Okay, so he had 800,000 people register, and he said 30% or yeah, 30% came from affiliates. So 250,000 registrants came from affiliates, and he had about 20,000 affiliates. Okay. And I think he converted, boom, 24,000 times 2,000. So he had 20,000 affiliates. That's a lot. That's a lot. So 20,000. So you just go 10,000 times. Yeah, that's 2 million a month. Yeah, they made about 2 million a month. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that's exactly right. Dean Graciosi did like 20,000 affiliates, made about made about 10 million, $12 million off of affiliates, just like that. And Hermosi had about 30 to 40,000 affiliates, and he made probably close to 8 figures as well. So this is pretty on track. This is pretty on track where you're trying to see with active. This is how you would do your KRIs or KPIs. So what you want to do in automating with scaling with affiliates, this is kind of how you look through the formula. So number of affiliates times size times frequency equals total volume. So for an example, you can do 10 affiliates times 100 leads per affiliate. That equals 1,000 leads, right? And if they push it 3 times, that's 3,000 traffic hits, right? That's 3,000 opportunities that they get to promote your stuff. Okay. So automating the process could be like this. So once you go through this process, do it a couple times, then you hire someone to replace you in finding and following up with affiliates. So you need to find someone who's great with people and is relentless. Now, if you're on the team, you're that person. Okay. If you're part of the team watching this, you are the person that's great with people and you're relentless to hit your targets. Okay. Ideally, this is what you should negotiate is paying. I'm getting paid 2 to 5% on the affiliate sales. So that way you're more incentivized to get your affiliates to promote because there is a commission structure on the back of your efforts. So think about that. So affiliate managers, kind of like sales reps. So to scale, you need more of them. Okay. So let me explain these things. Affiliates are extremely scalable. Dean Graziosi, Tony, did a $60 million event, launch from affiliates from using that. Alex Ramosi did $106 million in 72 hours, leveraging, I think, 30 to 50,000 affiliates. Joe Marion from, I don't remember the nutrition company, but he gave 100% commission on the front end. I'll give you another one, which is Prime Corporate Services. Okay, he did that on the back of affiliates. PayPal used the give 20 to $10 for yourself. You get $10 and you can give $10 to another user. So for an example, like this is what PayPal did to grow in the beginning. They created millions of users by doing this. So their affiliate campaign was um, you send someone and you get $10 off and they get $10 off. Okay, it's called the two-sided referral program. School went from 83 users a month to 770,000 users a month using affiliates, just like that. Okay. So some of the constraints you're going to face is you'll have a lot of influx, which is hard to maintain consistent lead flow in your sales team. So that's going to be a challenge. Now, let me walk you through step by step how to reach out to these influencers in the space to get them on calls. Okay, so step one is reach out to the people in the same market, serve the customers. So I made a list of 10 to 20 people, Facebook groups. You can actually use AI to make this now. It's so much more easier. Just make sure you're clear on who you're talking to. Okay. And then reach out to them directly via email. For an example, I sent an email to this particular affiliate and I asked them questions. Okay. I just reached out to them. Then I reached out to this person here, Facebook Messenger. This person reached out and then I said, hey, I love a potential collaboration context. Tell them what we do. See if there's maybe good collaboration that can happen. And I said, I know you guys do TaxDome and our clients love TaxDome, but we don't do anything for training. Boom. And then propose a call to see if interests align, right? Then you create a win-win for both parties. So for an example, what we did was introduce us to your audience and we'll introduce you to ours. Plus, now you don't have to do a two-sided introduction in most cases. In most referral and affiliates, you just do an introduction and get the pay and to get the fee, right? And then we gave these particular affiliates, we gave them 10% of our big ticket fees, which is $1,500 out of $15,000 thing, or they can get 100% of the $997 thing, which at the time was $597. So they get 100% of that. And obviously it's cheaper, so it's going to be easier to get people in, or 10%, right? In this case, they chose to do 100% of the ticket sold, right? Lead magnets. We do webinars. You do webinars, joint webinars, invest in email, in-person events, right? And so this is where I send follow-up. Once you get them to say yes, hey, thanks for taking the call. Here's what we're thinking. And then basically I just write down what we're thinking. Our coaching program is this. We would pay X for if they convert. Our 2-day event is this. We'll give you 100% of ticket sales. And then they have a choice. Which one do you want? And we're doing an activation event. Okay. Then you do a pre-webinar call, which pre-activation call to just make sure everything's good. And then you give them affiliate material. Okay. So this is our story. So we give them our story so they can use it for their copy. Okay. Then you keep them excited about working with you. Now we're in promotion. So now I got them excited. I recruited. Now I'm in activation mode. I'm getting them to promote, 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 promote. You want to keep them excited about working with you. Again, this is me going into that group and just literally putting seeds of getting people enrolled. Okay. Keep them promoting. Boom. See this? Look at this. 257 comments on this. Create an interview with the hero. Watch this. Look at this. Created an interview series with David. Interview the hero 2 days before just to get to know this person. Hype up the event even more. Add the event to the calendar with the Zoom link and pre-hype before the event. Boom. It's a lot of movement to get this activation event going. And this information right here, this promotion right here that we used right here to do it, I gave her all the stuff that she should do. This is everything I told her. Okay. And then I told her exactly how to do it. Then you follow up a post-event call with the partner. Right after the event, you want to do a post-event call and just say, "Hey, how did it go? How do you feel? What this is this." And now I'm gonna do the positive reinforcement now. I'm saying, "Oh my gosh, that was great." Da 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 da. Send the replay. Okay. So here's the outcomes. Here's what happened. We had a list of 6,500 people. We had 90 attendees to the webinar. We sold 43 tickets and we generated 28,000 things. So it only took 5 or so hours to do it. So again, go with affiliates, promote their first launch, keep them promoting, get them to promote again, get another affiliate. Okay. So that's it for promotion. If you want to know, sorry, that's how to get them going. But if you want to know the exact formula, feel free to just drop in the comments, whatever you want. I don't care. I just want to, obviously I don't want to overwhelm you. I know this content already is dense, but this is a really, really, really solid structure to help you scale your company. But again, if you think this was valuable, just let me know. Let me know in the comments as well. I'd like to know. Again, I do these videos just to help you guys out, train you, give you the insights that we're learning to scale past an 8-figure per year company and the thoughts that I'm thinking at the time that I'm thinking of. So, peace.